Hi and welcome. This is Gail. Today I would like to share with you my fairy house of cards. So yes, this was inspired by Lori Marie Jenkins, who made what she calls a house of cards. Hers is a little bit more grungy, more tactile. Mine is based on having little fairies in it and their little wonky houses. So, it is made out of a deck of cards. Actually, not a deck, I think 14 playing cards. So, if you think this might be something you would like me to do a tutorial on, I'd be glad to show you. Just know that Lori Marie shows you how to make one as well. So, and she does a great job. This, as I said, has, I think, 14 cards. It has a Coptic binding, which is very easy to do. And it does have a front and a back door, and it does make a difference. Because if you go in the back door, everything is upside down. Okay, so entering through the front door, I have used some texture paste on the roof, and I'm just going to let you look. It's collaged, it's 3D-ish, did not use any cloth or lace on this. So anyways, now inside, this is the first page, and this one is upside down, only because it looked weird if I put the little fairy there. So this just had to be above the little fairy. And each fairy has a name, and this one is Mary. Okay, and each one has some of the tulle or netting behind it. Okay, so now our next fairy is Josephine. Mary, by the way, was my mother's name. And the little girl in the picture has a great smile, just like my mom. Right up until the end, she was always smiling and happy. Josephine here, she was named after actually a patient at a state hospital that I worked in. And Josephine gave me quite a scare one day when she got upset, and she attacked me and tried to dig her fingernails into my jugular veins, and I had really long hair that you could sit on at the time, and I really struggled to get away from her, while other doctors and support people just stared on in fear. But I finally broke away, and all ends well. Poor Josephine just got upset. She didn't like the music that they suggested I played when she did something correct. Didn't like her reward. So anyhow, this is Josephine's little wonky house. And this is Judith. I did have a great friend growing up, and I do need to contact her. It's been a couple years since we've touched base. And Judith was her name. This little girl reminded me of Judith. And this is her house. Then, this is Abigail. Look at that little, I would like to say it's a frown, not a pout, right? And this, of course, this is some more of the texture paste with the collage. And this is her little wonky house. Some are wonkier than others. This little girl is Grace. And her wonky house. I tried to color coordinate the houses with the colors in the little fairy. This little fairy is Rose, and that is a rose stencil, excuse me, behind her. And Rose has a very wonky house. This is Willa. And her little wonky house. This is Blythe. I loved that name, Blythe. That was my second choice for a name for my daughter. As it turned out, I don't think Blythe would have really fit her, but I originally heard the name from the actress back in the day, Blythe Danner, who was actually Gwyneth Paltrow's mother. So, this is Blythe with the texture paste behind, in her little wonky house. Jasmine. And there is texture paste. It's a yellow. It's a pale yellow. Doesn't really show as well as I would like. Maybe when you see the angle, you can see it better. And her little wonky house. And this is Daphne. Really like this color in the texture paste. And Daphne's little wonky house. It's got some curves. Next we have Lilibeth. And this is Lilibeth's little house. And last but not least is Millicent. Now Millicent's house, and again, there's that cool texture paste, is upside down. And I love the postage stamps as the door. That I felt was kind of cool. So there you have it. There is my fairy house of cards inspired by Lori Marie Jenkins. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you would like a tutorial on it, let me know. But again, Lori Marie does a great tutorial on how to make it. And until next time, please get out there, find your joy, follow your joy, stay safe and stay healthy, and be creative if you can. Until next time, bye-bye.